Time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Today on the road from Aruba Beach Café in glorious Lauderdale by the Sea. These are your home stomping grounds.
Yeah, it's the old Springsteen thing. My hometown, baby.
Yeah. So, how does it feel not to be able? Not to have to go on I-95 and to kind of just roll out of bed, roll down the road.
I'm not a big fan of driving anymore, but popping down the street, no problem. I could have walked here if I'd had time. And could have withstood, the schwitzing on the show is probably not the greatest.
We said schwitz, there's a V in there. I almost had the other type. I had a rough night. I don't know exactly. My body, I think, is just in general rejecting me.
There are warning signs. Flares are going on.
You've heard of when you do a liver transplant or a kidney transplant where the body rejects the organ. My body is just rejecting me and my whole essence now.
Your approach is questionable. There's no doubt about that.
So I think it's time to kind of take it easy a little bit. But we're here at Aruba Beach Café.
It's not going to be easy today, that's for sure. Chef Chris,
longtime friend of mine. He's in the back. He's always likes to prepare some special dishes along with some of the usual items that you'll find here at Aruba Beach. What I like about this place, because it is more of you're on the beach. You get the lighter, healthier fare, the seafood, the fresh seafood, the raw bar items, and, of course, salads. I think my body is screaming for a salad. Later in the show, we've got some more special guests lined up. We've got
your man Phil
and Kate, the co-founders of the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. They're going to be here talking a little bit about that. They had some big news this week, unveiling their celebrity chef lineup for next January's festival.
Big-time roster, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Chef Aaron Sanchez is going to be one of the lead, celebrity chefs on hand.
Has a book out?
He has a book, and we're going to be giving this away in conjunction with 2 VIP tickets, but not today. We're going to talk. I've been talking with Phil and Kate.
With that?
Well, I have to come up with kind of a Gulfstream Park kind of contest, something befitting.
What, are you going to pick the winner of Wimbledon?
And maybe I don't know. We're going to have to combine a little bit of some sort of, maybe sports handicapping or something to go along with the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. But we'll get to that later. They're going to come on and talk also besides the upcoming food festival, which is going to be here before you know it. Because can you believe it? It's already going to be July 4th. It was just New Year's Day.
Can't believe it.
And half the year is gone.
Wow.
Have you met half your goals for the year 2023 yet, Defo?
So far, 0.0 would be the number. Although I think about it every day.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe I'm going to push myself to the point where I start to get close in the next month or so. And then desperation, of course, is the mother of invention, as you know.
Right.
So when you're starting to run out of capital, when it's starting to get a little low, that's usually when you make the big push to get to the next step.
Yes.
So
yes.
I believe I will see things through by the end of this year. I really do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as of now, I've made very little progress.
I believe you're going to see things through at least till Atlantic City, and you're departing next week for your big birthday
next Wednesday,
celebration.
On my birthday.
Number 72. Not that we like to,
it's a giant
remind
number.
you. It's kind of a good number. It's the number of holes in a standard golf tournament.
Did Fisk wear 72 towards the end of his career? Didn't he wear number 72?
Not sure. He might have.
He might have.
72 was a good year for some wines. The Baron Lafitte Rothschild.
My junior year of college, I would have to say I had a pretty good year.
But, of course, there's 72 holes in a golf tournament, so I guess you're closing in on the last hole of the final day.
I'm at the bar.
You're hoping for the U.S. Open type where you, the old days where if you ended in a tie at the end of 72 holes, you'd go another 18. So hopefully you're going to get the other 18.
I have to say, 72 seems like an unfathomable number.
Right.
That you could made it that far, A, and B, that now you have to deal with being 72.
Well,
it's not easy, Michael Mayo. You're having angina and all this stuff, and acid reflux or whatever you had last night. combined with
general rejection of my lifestyle
the
by
gods
my
of
body.
food are telling you, hey, enough already, Mayo.
Hey, but that's right.
But I feel pretty good. I just can't believe how this is.
Well,
flying by
it's
this
all
life,
good.
yeah.
And besides talking Food Fest with Phil and Kate, we're going to also talk the upcoming Dine Out Lauderdale promotion, which they are coordinating this year. And we're going to help them get the word out and some of the great places they're going to take part in the annual, I guess, tradition that is put together by the fine folks at Visit Lauderdale, and Aruba Beach Café is going to be taking part.
This is a great spot.
Restaurants are going to be a little bit more flexible this year because the folks like Phil and Kate understand that restaurants, it's gotten a little bit higher operating costs. So they're going to be building and giving the option of restaurants offering different multi-course level meals, some starting as low as I guess it's $45 for 3 courses. You can't beat that these days. Then of course there's going to be 55. Some of more of the upscale fancier places might offer 75. We'll get into the details with them. Meanwhile, here comes food.
Yeah.
Here comes the lovely Laura. Thank you so much. And she's dropping in some salads. I think I need the salad action today.
You mentioned, though, the summer fare. I mean, this is perfect summer fare. If you're coming out looking for a lunch.
Chris is on the way.
I want Chris to describe this dish because I don't want to bungle it.
Yeah.
And this salad looks absolutely amazing. And, this is kind of, I don't know, is it a ladies' thing to go out to lunch like in big groups, like 6, 8? And they're always looking for a great spot. I know Mustang is involved in this kind of activity where she has the girls from tennis and they all go to lunch. What a spot here, Aruba Beach Cafe.
Yeah, and it's right at the corner, of course, of Commercial Boulevard and the ocean. I think it's one Commercial Boulevard is the address. So all you got to do is come east off of 95 or the Turnpike and just start heading all the way to the ocean. And before you drive in, you turn right. There's a nice parking lot. And you're at Aruba Beach Cafe, and they're open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. They offer Sunday brunch for a few hours on Sunday mornings that I know people like that. And they always have everyday drink specials, food specials, and, of course, just the great big menu, happy hour. Well, we'll get your headphones on you, Chef. Chef Chris Nealon joins us once again. It's been a couple of months. Or I can't even lose. I've lost track of the time. There we go. We got the mic. Let's see.
Here we are.
The microphone is working.
1, 2, 3.
Everything's good. Yeah. No,
Chris has a long lost mate over here today. That's Noel Turner from New Zealand.
This guy's in shape, by the way.
He looks like Jack LaLanne. He looks like the kind of guy who puts a rope in his mouth and pulls a tugboat with his teeth.
10 rowboats to the horizon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he's got supplements for us.
Out.
He's got. I don't even know what's going on here.
Okay, let me explain some of this.
Fish. I'm getting hit with salads.
Wow.
I'm getting hit with the pasta.
This
is
is
probably what. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can. Welcome. First of all, welcome. How are you feeling? Happy birthday to you. You just had a birthday last week.
And you too.
A couple of weeks ago. Birthday month is concluding. So
my wife's is July 2nd, so we celebrate all the way through.
And Defo is July 5th, so it's just one big party
next Wednesday.
Yeah.
The Lunchbox.
That's fantastic.
Big number, though. Big number.
I got so many friends in July. It's amazing. Okay, can I explain what we have here?
Yes, please do.
Okay,
it's overwhelming at first. No doubt about it.
Okay, do you? Okay.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's more.
Oh wow, look
There
at
are
this.
like plates piling up back there.
This is like the Long Island Expressway on a Friday afternoon going out to the Hamptons. It's just bumper to bumper with dishes and plates and wow, look at that. We got looks like Noel Turner from New Zealand is coming in.
That's like Turner Mussels.
The world famous. Nobody could hear you, but I'm going to say the Turner mussels, the green mussels, world famous.
Yes.
That he's the man responsible for bringing these green New Zealand Turner mussels to the United States back in the 80s. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, we're going to have a couple of them now. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all the pills. Chris, can you explain again the whole range of offerings? Let's start.
This is a cheese tortellini with wild mushrooms. So you have forest mushrooms, you have porcini mushrooms. There's just a selection of different mushrooms that give a nice earthy flavor. Here is it's like basically a clam boil.
Mm-hmm.
You have clams, mussels, crab, corn.
Looks great.
Peony shrimp.
And this is on
A
the
great-
menu.
It's going to be a special through the summer.
Oh, excellent! And I'm going into the salad here
yeah.
because I'm going to get a couple of greens with
Now
pepperoncinis.
this is something different.
Yeah.
This is a Tahitian poisson cru.
Oh, you were talking about this the other day, and it looks
yeah.
nothing like I imagined. Okay.
It's coconut milk, lime, a little kosher salt, has cucumber, red green pepper, tomato. It's unbelievable. It's the coconut milk is the unsweetened one, so it's incredible. It's like if you like tuna poke, it's hard to find in Fort Lauderdale. So anyway,
that looks fantastic.
It looks great. I'm going to go in for that because it's something again.
when
you said
have
like
to taste it.
a French Tahitian,
Yeah,
I didn't imagine when you said coconut cream. I thought it was going to be in a bowl with
fresh
like some
cucumbers.
broth, but this looks
a
like
lot of times they'll serve it in Tahiti coming out of a coconut.
Okay.
You know,
and it's got
but
look at
it
all
has
the fresh
tomatoes and
vegetables.
cucumbers and
sounds good. I'm going to
green
take a little
pepper.
bite of that. Thank you, Chris.
I'm in
It's-
Chef, would you like to sample some of it for yourself? I'll give you a little setup. And
Thank you. Yes, I would.
during the break, we're going to cut Phil and Kate into the whole action here and let them sample some of the food
absolutely.
too.
Okay, I
what's
have
that
to
thing?
explain this. Okay, this is a whole grouper that I made, but instead of I filleted it for you. So I made it with a fermented black bean sauce. So it's a whole fish that you don't have to deal with the bones.
That's beautiful.
So
How much better can it get?
it's very easy to eat, and it's just a beautiful. A lot of people are asking for whole fish.
Mhm.
This is the way to eat whole fish.
Wow. Especially, when
That's
you
the way to do
removed
it.
all the
You
bones,
don't have to look at the head.
but still,
Well, there's the
The
head and the
tail.
tail.
Yeah.
the
but
head is here
there-
for those
yeah.
who like it, and I always do like
Oh,
it.
there it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
there it is.
I was thinking that was a piece of bread. I was going to bite
No,
into it.
that. Oh,
I'm
This
gonna
is
take
delicious, by the way. What was that again?
That's
this is the a poisson cru.
it's a
it-
Tahitian dish that
It's a
comprised
like a
of like is it marinated
like-
raw
like-
tuna
like
or
well,
like a,
well, you start with lime juice and kosher salt to kind of cure the tuna, and then you mix all your fresh vegetables, and the last thing that goes into it is the coconut milk
Mhm.
and unsweetened natural coconut milk.
and the funny part is
And,
I look at it and I think, oh, it's like creamy like mayonnaise, but it has a completely different distinctive
No,
flavor.
it's the
a little
coconut
bit
milk.
tangy and light and refreshing.
Yeah,
And with
it's-
the cucumber, I had a little bit of cucumber and tomato on the first bite. I'm going in back, and the fish is absolutely beautiful.
I feel bad
Yeah.
for Lubie. He's got a desperate look on his face, like
oh gosh,
because he hasn't been able to dive into any of this
No,
stuff yet.
Ruby, you're allowed. Come on.
Yeah.
come on, dive in.
He's off in the distance looking at this.
Mike
fabulous
Luby
food.
Lutz sitting on the sidelines today at the production board doing a fine job as usual. That's very good.
Yeah.
Something that I've never had before.
Isn't that
Where did you
incredible?
pick that up? Did you travel to through the
In
islands?
the
there?
islands, yeah. And it's very hard to find. If I was hoping like maybe the Mayakai or somebody when they reopen would have something like
Mhm.
this.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like a French Polynesian and all those
there you
islands.
go.
Dish. Oh, of course, no visit to Aruba would be complete without the world famous bimini bread, and here it is.
Truth is,
Thank you
weeks
very much.
later, after being in the refrigerator, I stuck it in a toaster oven for like a few seconds, and it couldn't have been any better.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing. Absolutely the most amazing substance when it comes to bread.
Yeah.
I think that's ever.
And
been,
also, I think I
baked.
told you this too. It also makes great French toast.
right.
It does. Yeah. Thank you very much, Laura.
So, isn't that
Here I am.
Isn't that refreshing?
It
is very
that
refreshing.
fantastic. This salad is great. The concept here is
Gorgonzola, chickpeas, cucumber, banana peppers,
beautiful combination.
romaine, red onion. It's just all blends well together.
Well, we had fan feedback last week saying one woman only is saying that she found it a little off-putting when I stuffed my face during the show. So I took
come on.
Thank you.
We find
This is
it
a
to
man
be
who
the
gets
main
it. He
feature
is
of the
Oh.
a
show, yeah.
chef that understands the whole allure of the lunchbox. It's lunchtime. It's time to eat. And man, I can't believe this spread. It
my
seems like
wife said, "You're not going to have any breakfast?" And I said, "No, I'm in a hurry, and don't worry, I'm going to get some. You better eat."
All good. All right. Well, I'm going in
I'm
for some
eating.
of this great boil that you made, and of course, you got the corn in there. You got the shrimp. You got the
The mussels
clams.
are awesome.
The big cherry stones. These are like the big. What are they called? These
Cherry
the
stones.
Cherry
Yeah.
stones. Yeah. And I always grew up loving those, the big ones. And then I've got now the Turner New Zealand clam. I'm sorry, mussels. Very good. And now I'm going back into the clams. I'm going right back to the belly of the beast. So, it's delicious. Everything is fresh. Everything is good here. Tell me, so all these are either on the menu or going to be coming onto the summer special menu?
Well, summer.
Mhm.
Summer. This is would be a special of the day.
Mhm.
This would be a special. This is a special that's almost every day, and we always have a tortellini pasta, usually with sun-dried tomato and spinach, with toasted garlic. But I wanted to give you something a little more earthy, kind of like truffly. So I made it with the wild mushrooms.
It looks delicious.
So
I will be getting in there for round 2. Tell us a little bit about what's going on for the 4th of July festivities here. There are fireworks here on the beach,
I
and it gets
believe
really
it's going to be
crowded.
on the 4th.
Mhm.
Yeah, somebody asked me that yesterday. They're not going to have it on the weekend. They should have it on the 4th, and it should be a busy weekend.
I imagine
the
because
beach
the
is going to be
view
packed.
here. I mean, you don't take reservations, right? This is one
No,
of those
it's first come first serve. But there's so much seating with the outside patio. We have outside seating, inside, outside. You know, I know it's a little warm outside, but
This is a spot right to be. Can we reserve this table?
Yeah, there's a nice breeze. It's people. There's umbrellas outside. Anytime there's an ocean breeze and you're under an umbrella, you're gonna.
Yeah.
Tell us, and the hours. It's normal operating hours during the whole holiday weekend upcoming.
Yes, kitchen's open from 11 to 11, and then the bars are open till 2.
Okay, and Sunday, is obviously big beach day for everybody. You have like brunch service in the mornings from 8 till 11, is it? Or?
We open full menu at 10.
Okay,
and then we have a brunch items on there, but we have the full menu, so you can come in, get a New York strip, you can get a smoked salmon platter, you can get a egg sandwich on a sourdough, you could get a breakfast burrito. I mean, it's so funny to see the orders come in that everybody's ordering everything. Fish sandwiches to egg sandwiches.
Yeah, no rules. Anybody can get whatever they want. Yeah. Whatever strikes their fancy.
10 a.m. on Sunday.
What about? Do you guys have any of those bottomless drink specials on a Sunday, or
no? But we have reduced drinks for Bloody Marys and mimosas.
Okay.
On Sunday.
On Sundays, and then of course you got drink specials.
There's a card that says Sunday Fun Day.
Right.
And that's what they drink specials.
And I also saw throughout the week you have the happy hour. And then also usually like a $5 or $6 drink special.
They have
martinis.
I mean, somebody came in they said, "Are you kidding me? A $5 martini?" And I said, "I think it's only one day that they have it, because each day has
its own. And some days I think you have like
they
a
couldn't
rum
believe
runner
it.
or the mojito is one day. It's a different mix, and all you got to do is go on.
A friend who was explaining it to him, they wound up buying them one. They go, "Well,
Michael, did you try this tortellini yet? You have to take a bite.
I did. I took a bite of the tortellini, and it's exactly what my body wants.
Earthy, huh?
It's so good.
Earthy, creamy,
really, really good.
Goodness.
Yeah.
And he cut me a slice of bread. It's all good.
That's good.
Chef Chris, thanks again. Every time we come here,
you
seem to outdo yourself.
You need to try.
You have to.
I did. I have it. I have it right here.
All right.
I got the little fish. It's boneless with the crispy skin, and I'm the nice little fried outer layer, and the black bean sauce. This is that nice little umami touch. A little bit of savory saltiness with the fish, which is a nice sweet mist.
An amazing array of stuff, though. I mean, some restaurants are good at one thing; they're good at a couple of things. Chris, we
always
this is a phenomenal job.
We always have fresh fish.
Putting a lot of different things together.
All good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Anything else?
Do you remember? I'm sorry to bring it. Art Ginsberg, Mr. Food.
Okay. Yeah.
He would come in with his family, and I would make this for him, the whole fish, and he wouldn't tell him that it was filleted, and he would enjoy the fact to watch him try to eat it. and it was boneless.
Right, and
It
people
was
are
funny.
picking out,
Yeah.
looking for the bones
Yeah,
that don't
yeah.
exist.
He was a
Um,
great, he was a good man.
But the way you disassemble it and back and forth, and this is what a Key West snapper. Or where do you get these
No,
from?
this one is grouper. I
Oh,
normally
grouper. I'm sorry.
this one is grouper.
Yep.
I normally do it with yellowtail.
Right. Okay. I'm
Um,
confused,
or
but it is a
fresh-
grouper. It's a bigger
Yeah,
fish.
this
Yeah.
is this is grouper.
And that's also from the Gulf Coast, so that would be on the other side
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
coast. But you get all kinds of great fresh seafood products, the raw bar items, the shrimp,
From local.
local waters. That's the key
Yes.
here. All right. I guess this is it. This is the place to come for your summertime hangout. Because, well, you can't see because if we point the camera out towards the beach, you won't see anything because of the glare from the backlighting. But I could paint a. Well, actually, Defo is the play-by-play wordsmith man. How would you describe what you see out these windows here at
Well,
Aruba Beach
I mean,
Cafe?
again, at the Lauderdale by the Sea locations, we've seen, Chris, I think we're up to number 7 on future Mrs. Mayos that we've seen out here, and she might have been a little young. I'm gonna qualify with that. But it could not be more peaceful out here. I mean, this is why I love living in Lauderdale by the Sea. I'm just up the street, get to walk right across the street from my house to the beach. The water couldn't be any more sensational today, and it's just a beautiful beautiful place.
Great South
Yeah.
Florida day.
You want to do a little transcendental meditation, you can do it. You want to fly a kite and surf with it, you can do it. You want to have some great food right here on the beach at Aruba
They have
Beach
some of
Cafe.
the best snorkeling right off here.
Yeah.
The reef is really close. It's amazing. There's a lot of fish out there.
It's fantastic.
I see
just
white
great.
sand, nice tranquil blue, in between blue and kind of maybe a steel gray day on the water today. I see boats. I see people lounging and enjoying themselves. Most of all, I look around this way. I see people eating and drinking and having a good time, smiles on faces here at Aruba Beach Cafe. Because I guess good food, friends, and good drinks are always on the menu and always the catch of the day here at Aruba Beach.
Yeah. Here we are. Yeah, well, One Commercial Boulevard, Lauderdale by the Sea.
Just drive
Classic
east.
address, yes.
Yeah, that's our address. Not One East, One Commercial.
And the place has been here for how many years now? It's going on 30 something.
34.
34. So I think that qualifies almost anything in this neck of the woods that's open more than 30 years is an institution. So Aruba Beach Cafe definitely
And
institution for
our-
locals, tourists, everybody in between. I mean, it's one of those places that you got to bring visiting family and friends.
and we have a friendly staff. Our managers are great. They're more than helpful to help anybody with anything, and everyone gets along. It's just it's a great environment.
Happy place. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all good.
And we have live music. We have steel drums on the weekends.
like
by
a trip to
Oliver.
the islands without
Yes.
having to
Yeah.
bring your passport.
Yeah.
So
and
one of the reasons we love it. And we love you, Chris. We're so happy that you're on board, part of the official Mike Mayo's Lunchbox family and one of our sponsors, supporting sponsors.
Those
and,
clams are great, by the way. Where'd you get those?
these
clams.
came from Maine.
Fantastic.
the Maine,
Yeah.
the Maine
they're
cherry
Maine.
stones are
Yeah,
good.
Maine.
Sometimes, Michael
They're
Mayer, you get clams. They're not exactly
No, these
very
are the
filled.
big-
Well, a lot of times Florida clams, they come from the West Coast, and
Cedar
the water's
Key.
so Cedar Key, but the water's so warm. They're great, but when you put them in a 40-degree cooler, they don't last. When you get a northern clam, they'll last a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Okay.
In a cooler without opening, they're so alive.
Because those Maine
So-
clams,
and they're
anything from Maine is, it has that brininess and
Yeah.
it comes from the really deep cold waters. It's good stuff. I assume the shrimp are like Key West or the Gulf shrimp.
Yeah, Gulf shrimp.
Yeah, they look beautiful. I'm going to dig in on one of those boys in a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
I think we should take our first break and then we'll let Chris get back to his chefly duties here.
Man's
'cause-
busy.
Okay.
I mean, look at his
And
Nice
once
to see
again, I don't know if chefs try to always like top themselves, top each other, but you did a good job of trying to slaughter all
Wow.
of us. It's going to be it's
Well, I knew you had a couple extra guests,
oh great.
so I wanted to make sure there's enough food.
All right. Well, that's
So-
a very proper, hospitable thing to
You
do,
know.
and that's what you do here at Aruba
This
Beach.
group is sensational.
Yeah.
It really is.
Isn't
Wow.
it? Isn't
The
it
chunks of the meaty white fish
great? Ginger
surrounded
and,
by that coating of
That is so
sesame
crispy.
oil,
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
soy,
and
black beans,
little hint of
And
the
that's on the
ginger.
regular menu?
That's special.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll have people calling up
Occasional.
for it.
Or like
Yeah.
if you could do it on
Yeah,
request and
Yeah, if
somebody
they
calls
call
in
up ahead,
advance.
I could make sure I get the whole fish.
Oh, and these shrimp are very fresh, very delicious.
Yeah,
Oh,
crunchy.
yeah, I mean, they got the good texture, but the firmness, but mainly the sweetness of just being a local.
Here's
Sometimes you get those.
anyway. There's
the
strong butter
Asian-
here for the
Oh,
crab and
wow, look at
everything.
that. Well, I'm
So-
not going to dunk once I've already bitten
well,
that end,
just-
but this one is fine.
Yeah,
That's
just
it.
so you know.
It doesn't even need the clarified butter. That's how sweet the seafood is. It's so fresh and good.
I know
It's
the clams.
superfluous.
I know the clams,
Wow.
and
Mm.
a lot of people like.
All
Every
right.
dish spectacular, Chris.
Uh,
Really unbelievable.
Very
collection.
happy.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you so much for preparing such a awesome
Well,
feast
Thank you again for
for the
coming.
Lunchbox crew.
That's
Nice
so-
to see you
We'll see you
again.
again,
See you, my
hopefully
friend.
soon.
Thank you.
By the
Yeah.
end of summer. But everybody, Aruba Beach Cafe is the place to come for summertime vibes, food, fun, drinks, cocktails, music, and
Yeah.
this ocean view that you can't be beat. Literally, you could eat with your feet and toes in the sand. They have tables on the beach.
Yes, correct.
Beautiful.
Correct.
Thank you, sir.
You're
Unbelievable.
welcome.
Unbelievable job.
All right, we'll be
Okay.
back in a moment after these words.
Thank you, everyone.
On the Lunchbox.
Beach Café. It's a South Florida landmark, and it's one happy restaurant right on the water. Tables literally on the beach. A place where you could dip your toes in the sand, kick back, relax with island vibes, tropical drinks, and live music daily. You know it. It's at One Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea. And of course, it has Chef Chris Nealon and his famed Caribbean Floridian cuisine. The huge menu with something for everyone. Seafood, raw bar, conch fritters, burgers, sandwiches, salads, deli specials, and of course, that famous Bimini bread. They've got a great staff that'll take great care of you. There's something to celebrate every day. Open 7 days until late. Parking available on site. Happy hour weekdays 4 to 7 p.m. Go check out more at arubabeachcafe.com. Better yet, go in there yourself at Aruba Beach Cafe. Good food, drinks, friends, and laughter are always the catch of the day. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. Do you like burgers? Do you like wings? Do you like late night food and sports on big screen TVs and cold beer and friendly vibe and great people? Then you want to check out Shenanigans, 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Go to Shenanigans, you get yourself all the good stuff, the fresh fish every day, the black and grilled wings, and of course, the kitchens are open late. Go there, tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. It's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks, they're open every day but Tuesday. Go in there on a Wednesday. They got buy one, get one on cheesesteaks from 5 to 8 p.m. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. tell them the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6. The early bird special runs from 4:30 to 5:30, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you.
Now we're at Aruba Beach Cafe. We once again thank Chef Chris Nealon, amazing chef, and he's been here for most of the 34 years. He left for a year or two while he was opening up another restaurant for the same ownership, but one of the longest running executive chefs in town. I mean, doing 30 years of service at one restaurant is pretty impressive in this town, and we thank him for this great spread. But now we welcome to the show a lovely couple. We've got Phil Morrow and Kate Reed, and they are the co-founders of the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. That's coming up next January. But before that, they are also coordinating for Visit Lauderdale, the great Dine Out Lauderdale promotion that's coming up August 1st through 31st. Well, it's not even July yet. I keep thinking it's July. In my head, it's already the July 4th weekend. But welcome to the Lunchbox in the flesh, in person. How are you guys doing today, Phil?
We're doing good. I mean, it's always a good day to come to Lauderdale by the sea and hang out by the beach.
Yeah. So you got a lot cooking. I know this week you had a big announcement. I don't know which one of you wants to kind of just go over some of the things that that you unveiled for the food festival that's upcoming in, again, the dates are what, January 8th to the 14th?
Yep. January 8th to the 14th, 2024.
2024.
Yeah, this will be our 5th anniversary, which it's been a hell of a 5 years getting through everything that happened. But we're excited this week. We announced our celebrity chef lineup as well as our signature events. So on the celebrity chef side of things, we have Aaron Sanchez coming, who is,
once again, we have his book here that we're going to be giving away as part of a package deal with a pair of VIP tickets, but not today. I'm going to draw out the suspense a couple of weeks, and we're going to come up with a contest befitting such a royal prize. Defo, you are a big fan of the Visit Lauderdale Food Fest, especially the some of the ancillary events like that barbecue.
Had a great time there. You know what I liked? I mean, sometimes you'll hear a lot about a food festival or whatever, and then you get there and you're sort of deflated. I mean, you walk around, it's not that exciting. It takes a long time to get something like we were talking about. You got the thimble full of wine or whatever. And this was great. It was perfect. They don't oversell it. And the right amount of people there. There was a great buzz, great vibe. All the chefs seemed to be really involved in what they were doing and very excited about it. And as a customer, as a patron, you were coming in there and you were really getting your money's worth. It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's the right size. That's what we always like to say. It's a right size festival. Obviously, there's some big events around town and around the country, but this one, the main event, the grand tasting, is on that Saturday. I guess it's going to be January 13th this year, and the VIP tickets are already on sale. Is that right?
Yeah, all of our tickets are on sale for all of our signature events. So anything from Bar Fight on Wednesday evening in downtown Fort Lauderdale. We're going to have a competition. I think you were a judge last year.
I was a little liquored up too. I got loose.
That's how we do it.
You look like you had a good time.
That sounds like my kind of event, the bar fight. Give us a little description on that, Phil.
So we bring 3 local mixologists together with a couple of our liquor brand partners, and they create innovative drinks that the fans vote on which cocktail of theirs is going to go to the final round. And then in the final round, they present it to the judges, which Mike was one of the judges last year. And we I think you guys chose a whiskey cocktail last year called the Feels.
Yeah, right. It was
with
the
Whistle
Feels.
Pig, yeah,
that was really good stuff.
Yeah.
And it gave me the feels. I was very happy.
I think that was.
I think I might have danced by the end of the night.
I'm pretty sure you did.
It's always sometimes not a pretty sight, but it was coming from a place of heartfelt emotion.
I believe you
And
quoted some Outkast lyrics.
I
if I'm
did.
not
I
mistaken.
did. I didn't realize that there was like we were giving little, I guess capsule critiques after we had each round of drinks in the final round, and I did quote some. Outcast because I think one of the drinks needed a little shot of sugar, so I did the "Lend me some sugar, I am your neighbor." That was from one of the great Outcast hits, whose name escapes me now because I'm 57, and let's face it, my brain is guacamole after all the eating I've done in the last month. Kate, welcome to the show. Can you talk a little bit about the upcoming Dine Out promotion and what that is going to look like, and what people should be, doing to get ready for it?
Absolutely. We're very excited about working with Visit Lauderdale this year on our Dine Out Lauderdale program. We're changing the program a little bit from past years and really focusing on different experiences, culinary classes, different options for people than they've had in the past, and different options for restaurants to participate.
Right. So it's not just the hoity-toity places or the upscale places, which are going to be on board, which that's great because it gives people maybe a chance to check out places that they ordinarily might not be able to afford at a lower price point. So you can go kind of be the culinary explorer if you want. But like you said, you're opening it up to kind of everyone under the sun is the catchphrase slogan of Visit Lauderdale. And we want every restaurant under the sun to participate. So it's not just the touristy places along Las Olas or the beach, but Phil, I think you were saying you want to see everybody from all over the county, right?
If you're a hospitality business and you serve up a product that people like to hopefully like to enjoy, let's get the word out.
Yeah, flexibility.
Yeah.
So no matter whether you're out in Weston or in Miramar or along 441 in the Central Corridor, Lauderhill, Lauderdale Lakes, every restaurant has the opportunity to take part, and you still putting together the final lineup. And it's not just 3-course dinners for $45. It could be something like a place that is a lunch joint could just offer a special, Dine Out Lauderdale $9.95 lunch special,
or a coffee shop with a special drink, or an ice cream shop with a special.
Right. So it's going to be going on August 1st through 31st. It's 1 month this year. It's a good month because kids are going back to school in August. Everybody's getting ready. And, some days after you're running around shopping for the kids, getting all the clothes and the supplies, you don't want to cook. So you could go out to some of these restaurants. Where can people – okay, first of all, their website's up. And if there's a restaurant, let's say, because I know there's people in the business that watch the show, if you're a restaurant that might be interested in participating, how do you get in touch, or how do you sign up? Is there a sign-up sheet?
DineOutLauderdale.com, both for the public and the restaurants. Public will be able to see who's participating, and it's constantly going to be updating until August 1st and even through August. And then same thing, if the restaurants want to participate and get more information, most likely they have a contact at the CVB, or they could also go to the website and sign up right there.
And that's the beauty of this real-time internet now. Again, every day people are going to be signing up. We're going to get things finalized in terms of menus and offerings. I know we're working on getting one of all the, a family favorite, Jackson's, I believe is going to be taking part. Yeah. And they are going to be offering a kind of an everything under the sun Sunday, kind of like some kind of a miniaturized version of their kitchen sink, which usually is for 4 or 5 people. But I think they wanted to get something done that's I was talking with Jerry, the general manager, and Linda, the owner of Jackson's, and they're happy to take part, and again to just kind of share in the whole Visit Lauderdale vibe of everyone under the sun, get everybody in there, and it's gonna be something to again get more involvement from all the different types of cuisine. But it's nice that we're going to have places like Aruba Beach Café in, and again, you see some of the stuff that Chef Chris does. I mean, this is not minor league stuff. Getting a whole grouper and then filleting it and then assembling the pieces. And our friends down the road at Even Keel, they're taking part also, right?
Yep, they're doing a $45 menu. I think Aruba Beach, also a $45 menu. But then you have high-end places like Evelyn's at the Four Seasons. They're doing a $75 menu, which you can't eat there for less than $75.
No, I mean, that's one of those places. It's an occasion place.
Yeah.
I took, Michelle, the mother of my beautiful daughter Natalia. Natalia Michelle, for her birthday, went to Evelyn's, and in my mind, that chef there, he just knocks it out of the park every time. Brandon Solomon, really talented young chef, and it's great because to get in for that $75 price point into the Four Seasons, it's impeccable service. It's a beautiful setting, and that's the variety that you could get in the Dine Out Lauderdale promotion. Defo, do you ever take part, or is that something that intrigues you? Right?
What's that?
Oh, going out to a Dine Out Lauderdale.
Oh, no, that's a great deal. I mean, look at these fabulous restaurants, and you're getting them at bargain prices. I remember when I was a golfer, and they came out with the Premier card, and you could go play various golf courses for a very reasonable price, and it was fantastic. You always wanted to try these places, and with restaurants, look, if you can eat that kind of upscale meal for $75, you have to be kidding me. And look what Chef Chris has done here today. You would not necessarily think that at some beach place where you're literally on the sand.
Not just getting a burger and a quesadilla here. He's doing some
you'd
things.
be happy to get some crappy chicken fingers in a place like this, overpriced, and still say, "Wow, it was a great experience." And then you see what the effort that is involved in it, and it's nice that Phil and that your group can introduce this to everybody and let people get a chance to experience it.
And I mean, not that we always like to compare ourselves to the neighbors to the south, but I mean, restaurants to the south, look, Miami Spice has become this huge thing, and hundreds of restaurants in Miami-Dade County take part. But I believe they charge them down there, the local organizers. But one of the beauties of Visit Lauderdale and the Dine Out Lauderdale series is it's free for restaurants, correct?
Yeah, totally free for restaurants to participate. We just ask that you sign up, share your deals. Let us help get the word out about you at no charge to your business.
It's what they call a win-win. It's free marketing and promotion for the restaurants who, let's face it, it's summertime and it's not the peak season, and some of them, have some of their challenges, and it's a way to kind of reward the locals by taking part in these things. So they get the marketing prowess of the Visit Lauderdale and the website and being bundled and promoted. And for the diners, you get a win because you get to go check out all these great places at a discount, lower price than you would usually get. So and also this year, going to be getting a chance to maybe step out of your little 1 mile radius. A lot of people just go to places they're familiar with. This gives you an excuse to check out the menus on there and say, hey, oh, wow, there's a cool sushi restaurant that's offering omakases for only $45 or $55. Now some of these fancy places in Miami charge $250, $300 a head for these, luxury omakase experiences. So there's going to be all kinds of variety, opportunity. It's going to be a fantastic thing. August 1st through 31st, and dineoutlauderdale.com to both sign up if you're an interested restaurant, and for diners, check out all the offerings that are going to be continuously updated. What else is you got anything else that is on the
What
plates?
aren't these guys doing?
Yeah,
That's the amazing.
well, they're getting married. I don't know if they're kind of shy about that.
Well, if you need some advice there,
Congratulations.
we have another
Thank you.
podcast that you could appear on.
It's been a busy few weeks. We have a lot going on. A lot of announcements this week. Phil can talk a little bit about the big announcements that we made.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
Ron Sanchez?
Ron Sanchez. Yeah, and you didn't
was the
mention, I guess,
biggest
some of the
one.
other chefs that
Yeah,
are
we
coming
have,
back. Yeah.
Chef Jason Smith. He won a Food Network star
That's
a few
your
years
guy.
ago.
We
He was
were
at
on
the festival last year. Yeah,
We had him on the show before the festival. It was great.
Nancy Fuller, who she's a judge on Spring Baking Championship and Holiday Baking Championship. And we actually just had a local guy from Fort Lauderdale who made it to the finals. He didn't win, but he made it to the finals. So, she has a rapport with him. And we have local, I guess I want to call her
Nicole, right?
reality star.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicole Leog from Big Brother.
Okay. Big Brother that has a big following. And Memphis Garrett, who's
Yep.
the local restaurateur, he was on Big Brother, so he has the following. And
It's got a weird little hospitality tie-in, it seems, especially with South Florida. But she'll be at the event as well throughout the week. Really, all these folks are going to be there throughout the week. Cooking demos will happen at the grand tasting, but we try to include them in more than just one thing. And we'll eventually announce our culinary classes and our dinners as we get closer to January, because who's making dinner plans this far out?
right. Yeah. But you do have, in
Maybe
addition to the bigger ticket events, which we love, like the bar fights and the barbecue. What do we call it? Barbecue battle. That's Is it going to be in the same venue? The Hyatt.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, our signature events will be doing a bar fight, which we talked about at Rooftop on Las Olas. Then we go into a new one that we're doing this year. It's a Asian street food event with live music called Walk and Roll.
Right, and that's going to be
Yep.
with our friends Diego and Alex, who came. We did a show out at Temple Street Eatery last month. Before
they'll be curating the lineup for that night, really just to highlight Asian culture. And it's, a lot of people typically think, oh, China or Japan, but
Everything.
Vietnam,
Yeah.
the Philippines. A lot of people. It's a sore
Thai
subject,
food.
but Russia is part of Asia.
Yeah. Yeah,
Indian
India
food,
is
so
Asia.
We're
Yeah,
going to
it is.
offer a really diverse event. And then we go into the barbecue battle, which I think everybody at this table has attended.
Yes,
um,
and we're big fans of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
And there's going to be some new blood this year. It's going to be exciting to see.
There will be some new blood. We're going to be announcing some competitors really from all over the country. We'll still
Right.
have some great locals there because our focus is, the
Local.
local at the end of the day. And that'll be at the Hyatt Centric on Las Olas on their pool deck, which is a beautiful backdrop.
It's a great venue,
if you've
yeah.
ever been there.
And especially when it's, a nice January night. Last year was a little bit cool, but that's okay. It was.
We'll take cool over hot any day of the week.
I will, and it was nice because you get that good stick to your ribs barbecue going, and it was a lovely time. And of course, the grand tasting, you do a
Exactly.
fantastic job. It was great last year. Just the setup there at that beachfront park there, Las Olas and A1A. So
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
we love that
Yeah.
park. That's our home. We have such a great time and looking to expand on that a little bit this year. We'll add some more restaurants, adding some other experiences, more wine seminars, cocktail seminars, things like that.
and you've got the private, like not private, but kind of smaller, intimate dinners around different restaurants around town to kick off the events. The Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights and all that. So it's gonna be fun. VLFoodWine.com, is that the
VLFoodWine.com, and we have a promo code for your followers, just like in years past. Like you use Lunchbox.
Lunchbox?
They get 15% off.
Beautiful.
You don't
15.
get 15% off a voucher at the track. Just tickets to the festival, and you can
No
use your
rebate.
Mike
savings
mentioned
at
you
the
might have
track.
some degenerate genes in your system.
I do have some degenerate genes
beautiful,
in my
yeah.
system.
He's named Phil. His father's named Phil. Do you
Two
think they
Phils,
won
of
some
course.
money in the?
Yes.
Do you think they won some money on the Kentucky
Thank
Derby
you
when
for
he
finishing
runs
second.
second?
Yeah,
Two
that was
Phils
good,
run
yeah.
second. Tragically, he won the Ohio Derby, but then had to be retired. He came up with an ankle injury,
Some
so
kind of
Two
injury,
Phils is on the shelf and
it.
doesn't look like he's going to be
bunch of
running
wise guys
again.
down in Chicago too. It kind of added to the legend of Two
Okay.
Phils. It's great.
We don't want to get into that, but
Well,
I am watching.
that is where my dad's from.
I'm
And
telling you, Phil has your money. He's coming up with it tomorrow.
Hey, speaking of Chicago and the food scene, have you watched the second season of The Bear yet? Or
It's possible that we were up until 3:30 this morning
it's possible
watching.
that in the middle of my challenges to my whole system, I was binge watching some of the episodes from 5 till 8 o'clock this morning. I'm in the middle of the Seven Fishes episode right now,
okay.
which is episode 5 or 6. Yeah. So how many episodes overall? 10, something like that. 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
10.
Well,
Well, they got
I'm
it.
more than halfway there. So
All right.
that's I have these reasonable goals. I usually don't get through books anymore, but these I mean, it's well written. It really rings true for everybody who's in the industry.
Yeah,
so.
we appreciated episode 7 last night. We won't give any spoilers away, but we were in that kitchen about 2 weeks ago that they
Oh,
were
yeah,
filming in. That is
Okay.
billed as the best restaurant in the world. We were there, and we're like, what? So yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And another shout out to the locals. I saw that. I guess I'm cheap. I have the Hulu package that still has the commercials
Same
with
here.
it. So American Express, I guess, was highlighting some restaurateurs' stories, and my friends from Boy a Day, Alex and Chris, they were one of the couples spotlighted in the American Express ad that's running along with the Bear. So
Nice.
anyway, foodies, definitely check it out. Some
Good
great
job, these
dialogue.
guys.
And it's all part of, we all love the hospitality business, the food scene. It's why we put on festivals. We have these promotions with Dine Out Lauderdale. We come to these different restaurants to spotlight some of the things you can get, like here at Aruba Beach Café. Unbelievable. I mean, even this tortellini is like, you don't think this is an Italian restaurant, but Chris
That is
knocked it out of
delicious.
this park
Absolutely
with this
amazing.
this mushroom mix of tortellini. It's a beautiful thing. Guys, thanks for coming on. Any
Appreciate
other
it.
final words? Any other nothing to
I don't think so. Other
Okay.
than we're excited about everything coming up.
VLFoodwine.com for the festival and get your tickets now. Get them early because they are going to sell out. And dineoutlauderdale.com to get ready for the August restaurant month here in Broward, Greater Fort Lauderdale. So,
Yep. And even if you're local, get out there, support your local businesses, because at the end of the day, if we don't support them, they're not going to be here anymore.
check it out. All right, we're going to do one more break. Hey, you know what? I got to put in a word for our friends at Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. Phil and Kate, they live in Hollywood. They've been known to check out some of the local shops, and Delaware is one of the classic ones in Hollywood. Good friends to the show. We were out there last Thursday and also had another feast. And you're going to want to get out there this Thursday or tomorrow, Friday, or anytime over the holiday weekend. They're open 7 days. Usually they are going to be taking off on the July 4th holiday, I believe. So you're going to stock up for all your cookout barbecue provisions over the weekend there. You get your fresh fish and seafood. You get the chicken and poultry, the chicken wings and legs, quarters, whatever you want. Sausages of all kinds, pork, chicken, turkey sausage, and a full display of their meats and pork products, burgers, the brisket blend burgers, and those hot dogs. Oh, the Wagyu and Kobe beef hot dogs that we had last week. That will be the knockout of, if you serve that to your guests at a cookout, will be above and beyond, taking your cookout to the next level. Delaware, 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood, just south of Sterling Road, just across from the Seminole Classic Casino. There's a big chicken on the roof. You can't miss it. DelawareChicken.com for all the weekly specials and daily offerings. Go there. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you.
Incredible display of food, an array of food here at Aruba Beach Café. Thank you guys for coming on the program, and we'll come back and wrap up special beach edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox in a moment.
Mayo here for Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. Since 1951, family owned for over 70 years, the home of freshness. I've been a customer for over 3 decades, and it's the place to go for poultry, steaks, meats, and of course, their unbelievable selection of fish and seafood. They've got it all. Key West pink shrimp, grouper, snapper, lobster, and of course, Florida stone crab claws of all sizes. Don't forget their famous fish dip and a full selection of prepared foods. It's located at 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood, just across from the Seminole Classic Casino. Owner Doug Carter and crew will take great care of you. Make sure to check out their weekly specials and daily catch online at DelawareChicken.com. Quality, value, freshness, that's the Delaware way. Tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. Do you like pizza? Who doesn't like pizza? Well, my spot for pizza is the Pizza Spot. It's in that little bit hard to find Riverside Park neighborhood of Fort Lauderdale, but it's totally easy to love. It's at 601 Southwest 12th Avenue, New Haven style, a pizza from Wade and Reese. It's a lovely outdoor spot. You could also pick up pies to go at 754-779-7788, 754-779-7788. Again, they're open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner. Some of the best pizza I've ever had. Go to Pizza Spot. They also have subs, salads, and more. Tell them the Gambling Gourmet sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, that's my spot. It's upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and daily fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have daily happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you.
We're back. We're back.
We've parted the Red Sea of
We are
food
back
here. It's
on the
unbelievable.
Lunchbox.
Wow.
It was a action-packed show. First, we met. Sat down with Chef Chris
Chris is
Nealon.
a real sweetheart of
He's
a guy.
a mellow
Just a
dude.
tremendous guy. Yeah.
He's one of those guys. You could imagine this. He likes to go out on his boat on his days off and just sit there, put a rod out there, cast a line, just sit there with a couple of beers and go fishing. He's a fish.
I think that's
fish
where
guy.
he got that group.
He might have got the grouper himself.
I think he
yes.
came in today.
But Chris, I've known him over 30 years. Chill dude, talented chef, really well
Very
respected
good.
and loved
Very
in the industry. Locals love him. And then, of course, we sat down with Kate and Phil, the co-founders of the Food Festival and now the coordinators of the Dine Out Lauderdale. It's going to be a fun month in August. We're going to go around to some of the places participating and, promote the great promotion because it's who doesn't like a good deal in the middle of the summer, and the restaurants need the business, and your belly usually needs good food.
Those kind of things are great. I mean, I guess it's a takeoff on the Groupon thing, but in general, if you can get a meal at that kind of price, and a lot of times too, when people are going to high-end restaurants, Michael, you know this, they're thinking, oh, geez, I don't know if I want to go there because I really don't want to get like cremated when a check comes. Not everybody's like you, willing to spend $7.50 for a cheeseburger. I'm talking $750. This way, you know what you're getting into, right? I mean, and you get a chance to get that great experience, and you already know what's at stake there, and you've prepaid, and you're having a good time.
It's all varieties of all the different kinds of food that you could find in Lauderdale.
Right.
Whether it's going to be like a classic steakhouse, a seafood joint. Again, now there's going to be some sushi Japanese places. Some of the Italian favorites around town also. I don't know if we're going to get Frankie and Casa Calabria involved. I'm looking forward to that's going to be tomorrow
That's
night's
tomorrow
dinner.
night. I'm excited about that.
And we got to put in a good
I
word.
know Lubie is, yes.
They're aboard, not officially yet. It's not July, but they are now part of the Lunchbox family, Casa Calabria, up at the Ocean Manor Resort. And we're going to be going in there and checking it out because I haven't been in there in a few years, and going to be dining on some of those great ricotta gnocchi. Do you like gnocchi? I love saying
I
the
do
word.
like that. Yeah, I like an iguana climb too. Look at this iguana shimmying up that pot.
That is a big iguana. That looks more like.
Have you eaten iguana?
That looks like something that you see in the Jurassic Park movies. So when I was the food writer critic for the Sun Sentinel,
You ate some?
and when we first caught wind of that, there was this culture here of people who would catch and then grill iguana and cook iguanas.
Yeah.
Of course, my editor said, Mike, you should go eat some and review it. And I had coordinated with a local who was going to have an iguana cookout. Unfortunately, it was one of those days where a huge thunderstorm broke out and it got canceled. And I can't say I
You
was
weren't
entirely
disappointed.
disappointed. I would have tried it. I'm adventurous. I'll try anything once. I've eaten silkworms. I've eaten insects and bugs and ants.
I could pass. Literally, that's where the term Passover came from. I could pass right over the
right
iguana.
over the iguana.
I'd rather have a glass of Manischewitz any day.
So the answer to your question is no. I have not dined on iguana yet. Yes, I would try it if it's in the hands of an expert that makes sure that the iguana is well seasoned.
Maybe I'll grab that thing that was just climbing up the tree. And
Yeah,
give it to Chris.
well, that'll be good. All right, I think, are we done? Oh, we got to.
Casa Calabria tomorrow. I mean,
Casa Calabria. We're going to be at Gulfstream Park tomorrow.
Yep.
For our usual.
A doubleheader.
The great Joe Beja will be out there tomorrow. Defo will be out there tomorrow before next week. We're taking off Monday and Tuesday. You're gone the whole week. We're going to have some special guest co-hosts next week, too, on the Lunchbox. But for now, that's going to do it for today. What the spread? We gotta kind of plow through some of this food, gentlemen.
Since they put the stuff out here, and I can't stop. I'm already looking at other stuff.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Until tomorrow, out at Gulfstream Park, it's Mike Mayo saying, enjoy every shrimp and seafood boil,
Tortellini,
every grouper salad.
This thing here
I don't see any sandwiches, but I'll still enjoy every sandwich.